The rest of the news Friday. Good morning, this is Dan Earhart. Announcing a revolutionary new invention from Japan. It's a USB connector developed by Buffalo Kokuyu. It goes in either way, up or down. You'll always be correct. South by Southwest 19th Film Festival begins today amid concern that maybe it'll just turn into another film grind as it loses its second-tier status and becomes big time. Well, it became big time several years ago. Submissions are up 7% this year. And just in time for South by Southwest are lots of new smartphone apps to help find kindred spirits. No more rummaging randomly around a crowded bar hoping to hook up with somebody interesting. So very to the delight of cellular companies. Say you're a screenwriter and you want to meet some other writers, so you input their names and your GPS phone alerts you when they're nearby. Look, there's so-and-so. They're at the end of the bar. So you go over, introduce yourself, and maybe you break the ice by asking if they've ever heard of the QWERTY effect. The QWERTY effect. Scientists have discovered words that come from the right-hand side of the keyboard make you feel happy. Words like money and yummy. Conversely, words from the left, not so good. Words like fear and tax. QWERTY, for that matter. In an op-ed piece this morning for the New York Times, economist Paul Krugman laments the Republican Party's hostility towards education. Education that creates these scientists that give us USB plugs that go in either way, or QWERTY keyboard word analysis algorithms. Scientists that are 9-1 Democrats. It's not just liberal arts schools that are the object of Rick Santorum's scorn when he says the president wants to expand enrollment because colleges are indoctrination mills that destroy religious faith. Scientist, 9-1. More than half of young students under the age of 15 turn to a search engine to answer a question or to help solve a problem as opposed to asking their parents or a teacher. Almost half have never used a print encyclopedia, a quarter don't even know what one is, and 19% have never used a print dictionary. Imagine. Fender Guitars filed for an IPO with the SEC yesterday. They want to raise $200 million. Sales were up almost 14% last year, and now the company wants to expand into China and India. Tomorrow night is the annual Spring Forward game with clocks. Well, the ones with batteries, the one in your car, and there's always the one that gets forgotten. And that's right after HBO's Game Change about the 2008 McCain-Palin campaign. Game Change. Both McCain and Palin say they're not going to watch. The dramatization features Julianne Moore and Ed Harris. Hey, they might have actually won. Well, have a great weekend. See you next week with the rest of the news. This is Dan Earhart.